so happy you're here. Welcome to my first ever Q&A video. How exciting. I know that this is a very popular type of ASMR video, so I'm very excited to join the club. I've been wanting to do one of these for a while, but I was just kind of like waiting for what felt like the right time. I don't know, to feel like inspired to do it, and I think now is the perfect time. Why not? I asked y'all to leave me some questions, and you did. I'm so happy with the questions you guys left me. I feel like there's such a great range of questions from like ASMR trigger YouTube type stuff to like personal, like my job, my life, and then wedding, fiance type stuff. So I love them all. I wrote them all down on my iPad. I feel like I haven't used my iPad in a video in a long time. This is my iPad covered with, I think all of them are Disney stickers. Anyways, let's just immediately get right in. I wrote down all the questions, but like I honestly didn't like prepare any answers. So if I'm not as articulate as normal, or if it takes me a minute to think, don't judge me. Okay, the first set of questions is going to be all about ASMR and YouTube, because I love talking about ASMR, so I think that's really fun. There was a lot of questions that were the same, so I just kind of grouped them together. Do you get ASMR? Yes, I do. I do. I get the full experience. I get the tingles, the tingles, the tingles, the relaxation, sometimes like the warmth in your chest. I get all those good feelings, but not for every ASMR video. Not all of them. It depends. Certain triggers do certain things for me. Like if it's just a whispering video, like a chit chat, or get ready with me where there's like no tapping or scratching triggers, I watch those types of videos for like feeling at ease or relaxation. It's really tapping and scratching and visual triggers that really do it for me, that really give those tingles. What gives me ASMR? So like I said, really a lot of tapping. I'm a huge fan of tapping. The way I decided to do my channel is I make videos I think are relaxing. So the type of videos that I make are the type of videos I watch and that give me tingles. So like makeup triggers, like tapping on items, like around the house stuff. Oh, those are my favorite videos. My other type of favorite videos are like where the point of view is you're just seeing like their hands like on a table with like items, like a makeup unboxing. Those give me so much tingles. So that's kind of what I gravitate towards. Doing your makeup role plays, spa role plays, making you coffee role plays. Those are my faves. When did you start watching ASMR? I started my senior year of college, which was 2018. 2018 is when I started watching. Have I given myself ASMR? No, I've never been able to do anything that gives me those tingles. I think it's really hard, from what I know, to give yourself ASMR. I feel like it kind of breaks your mind out of it. It takes you out of it when you're trying to do it to yourself. I can't trigger that response in myself. Which ASMR artists do you follow, watch, love? There's so many, and this is one of those ones I wish I would have thought about and written down, because I'm really bad at recalling things like this. I do know though that my always gives me tingles is ASMR Planet. ASMR Planet, also known as Sophie. I am obsessed with her videos. I love her whispering. Her whispering is just perfect for me. She's got the best natural nails. I wish that I could keep my nails healthy like hers. Her tapping is the best, so she's my all-time favorite. I also love Haley Jean ASMR, and a new one, which I think we've recently discovered each other, is Krista ASMR. I've been really enjoying her videos. I feel like we like the same types of stuff. Her vibe is a bit more like cozier and I don't know, edgier, like, I don't know what the right word is for it. Just, there's a little bit different vibe, but I feel like we'd get along really well in real life. My original favorite ASMR artist is ASMR Darling. ASMR Darling. I feel like she's a classic for so many people. Like, I know so many people, their first experience with YouTube ASMR were her videos, and I wouldn't categorize her in my favorites right now just because she's not regularly posting, and nothing against her. I mean, I'm a full believer that YouTubers in general don't owe us anything, especially ASMR artists. So if she's like deciding not to do it or pursuing like other things, that's totally fine. But it's hard to say that she's my favorite when she's not regularly posting videos. But when she was my favorite. Nothing beats her tapping. She's just got a certain way. Who else do I enjoy? I really, really like as well, ASMR Jade. Is it Jade ASMR? Whatever, Jade. I love Jade. I really like just her get ready with me's, her hauls, just like relaxing, chill content. So those are just a few. You know, maybe I'll do the good thing and I'll link all of my favorites in the description below in case you're curious, because I feel like there's so many good ones I missed. Okay, do your friends know you do ASMR? My very, very close friends do, but it's not something like I share or talk about. I really like keeping it just like a special thing for me. But like my good friends know I do it. They're always asking about it. I actually have one really, really good friend, one of my best friends, who watches my videos, and she tells me that she actually finds them relaxing, which is wild to me. Like, the idea that someone who knows me in real life finds me relaxing is just, it's really the biggest compliment I could ever receive. So Della, if you're watching, love you. Okay, did anybody in school make fun of you because of your ASMR channel? So for me, I did not start my channel until after I was out of school. So no, I feel like if I was like among the people who like started their ASMR channel like back in 2013, 2014 and so on, like that type, I feel like I would have gotten made fun of, because that's before ASMR became more mainstream like it is today. I mean, I know that still a lot of people don't understand it, but if when I was in high school, if I did an ASMR channel and like classmates found out about it, I'm sure I would have been made fun of, because guys, people just aren't nice, especially about things they don't understand. But luckily, I have yet to be made fun of for that. I've definitely had to explain to some friends what it is, but that's okay. What is your favorite trigger? Tapping. Tapping is my favorite trigger. I love doing it and I love listening to it. My least favorite trigger is like hollow glass sounds, specifically like glass tapping. I also really don't like water sounds. It gives me, unless it's soft water sounds, it gives me a lot of anxiety. So I just try to stray away from those. And like if it's in a video that I'm enjoying, I just skip through it. One thing I love about YouTube is just you just like click, 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 and you can like skip through parts you don't like. So yeah. What's your favorite video you've filmed? I should have thought about this one. There's so many, like I love my videos. I have so much fun. Okay, recently I think my favorite video is my jewelry collection video. I put a lot of time and effort into that, and it's one of those things where it turned out exactly how I wanted it to. I don't have really expensive equipment, so I really had to like make it work, and I did. So, and then an older one that I love is my Magic Kingdom walkthrough. I've gotten so many requests for doing the other parks or just doing more of those Disney walkthrough videos, and I have the footage for all the parks. It's an editing beast, and I just need to find time to edit a new one. It's on my list. I'd love to do it soon, but you know, don't hold out hope for it being at least this year. Okay, I really liked this next question. We're moving into the more personal type questions about me specifically. Someone asked me, how are you? How are you? And I'm good. I'm good. I have good weeks and bad weeks. This week, I'm filming this on a Monday, so it's a new week. I'm feeling good. It's a fresh Monday. I love that. There was like, in the middle of October, I wasn't feeling the best, and I think that's because I wasn't taking care of my home. I was letting it get very messy, especially my bedroom, and I'm sure a lot of you experience this. When your bedroom is messy, you feel messy, and I just got in this cycle of every day feeling like I don't have time to clean, but the reality is, if I had put aside the time to clean, then I'd be more productive in everything else. So really, I was wasting more time being anxious than it would have taken to clean. So if you need a little reminder to clean or organize, this is your sign to do that. So once I got kind of my life sorted, I've been feeling so much better. So yeah, I'm really good. I can't complain. I can't complain about anything. Okay, what's your favorite room in your apartment? The one I'm sitting in. The one I'm sitting in. I mean, like, I feel like that's not a surprise by any means. I think I love it because it's the room I'm in the most. Whether I'm filming, hanging out, doing work, whatever, I'm always in this space. I love that it's all open where it's like the living room, the dining area, and then the kitchen. It's just one big room, and I really love that. I think there's a lot of space to do fun things, and it's easy to switch up the vibe, like with a rug. Like, I feel like a rug changes everything of how a room feels, and yeah, definitely my living room is my favorite room in my apartment. Are there seasons where you live? So I live in Florida, and no, there are no seasons, and it's the thing I hate most about Florida. It's literally hot, and then a little less hot in the winter months. Every once in a while we do get a cold front, but it's nothing exciting. It's like the 60s, maybe one day in December and 2 days in January, and that's it. The summer months are pretty awful, and I really don't like the heat, so gotta deal with it. But yeah, no seasons in Florida. I have some coffee. I'm gonna take a little sip. This just feels very on brand to have in a Q&A video. So good. Pumpkin oat creamer, y'all. Always. Okay. What is your favorite thing about living in Florida? So even though there are a lot she's from Canada. Hello if you're watching. That when she visited Florida, she hated the lizards, all of the lizards, and that she was afraid that, you know what, I shouldn't say I honestly don't know. I'm assuming they said that, the lizards, like, they were afraid that they would step on them, and this just made me laugh because I get it. The little ones and, like, the chunky ones are everywhere all the time, and what I have to say is lizards for Floridians are like snow for New Yorkers. You're used to it. It's just a regular occurrence. There's no surprise. It's like another part of your normal life, so I don't really notice them anymore. I will have to say they're very aware of their surroundings, so the likelihood that you'd step on them is actually very rare, kind of like when you're driving and a bird is in the road and it quickly flies away because it knows. So, do I like lizards? No, not at all. If they're in my apartment, I'm very upset and want to get rid of them immediately. But when I'm outside, I'm just so used to them at this point. You know, they've been around my whole life. So, I really like that question. Thank you. Where is somewhere you would love to visit? And then someone asked specifically other countries. So one place I would really love to visit that I haven't been to yet is New Zealand, and as an extension of that, Australia. I actually had a family trip planned when I was in high school, but my grandpa passed right before we were supposed to leave, so it just didn't happen, and that's okay. But you know, when you're ready to do something and you think you're gonna do something and it doesn't happen, it kind of like sticks with you, like, oh, I could have had that experience. So that's somewhere I'd really love to go. Specifically, I want to see where they filmed Lord of the Rings and Chronicles of Narnia. Specifically, I want to see that so badly. Also, just the beauty of nature. Like, New Zealand just looks jaw-dropping. Other countries, oh gosh, I want to go everywhere, y'all. Everywhere. I'd really love to see the Great Wall of China. Really would. I'd love to see the Taj Mahal. Yeah, I'd love to go to India. I'd love to see Singapore. I think Singapore would be really cool. It's actually one of the top 10, top 20 safest, like, cities/countries in the world. Where else? I've been to Italy, but I'd really love to go back. I also want to go to, this isn't a country, this is a state. I want to go to, oh my gosh, Alaska. I'd love to see Alaska. I think that's a very unique beauty that's unlike a lot of other places. So, I definitely have the travel bug. My parents were very frugal in life, and they saved all their money for traveling. That's basically the only thing they spent their money on, and that's something they've definitely instilled in me. So I definitely always have that desire to travel. Okay. If you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be and why? And I know my answer to this immediately. It's Ireland. Specifically, maybe like Galway or Kinsale or Kilkenny. I don't know. Somewhere around there. I was blessed to be able to spend about 3 weeks in Ireland, and nowhere's perfect, y'all. Nowhere is perfect. But people were just the people that, at least the places I went to, the people were just, they were kind. They were calm, if that makes sense. It wasn't like rush or grind. There was this general feeling of fulfillment and content. What they prioritized was clearly their well-being, their family's well-being, and just enjoying life. It was clear that they didn't prioritize material possessions or money or just what they can get with money. And I didn't have a negative encounter with anyone. Now again, that's just my personal experience. I didn't spend much time in Dublin or any of the big cities. I was more in the countryside or the smaller towns, so it's definitely going to be a bit different. But people just seemed happy and really appreciative of nature. And I think that's something a lot of Americans have lost, is just a appreciation of nature. And so I could go on and on about Ireland and just how I felt fully happy when I was there. Now again, I was there for 3 weeks. Living there might be a different experience, I don't know, but I'd really love to find out. So if I could not live in America, or excuse me, if I could not live in the US, I would live in Ireland, or I would try to. That'd be like my first attempt, I guess. Okay. Do you have a job outside of YouTube? And if so, what do you do? I do. YouTube by no means is my job. This is just a passion. I do it because I love it. I work for a marketing agency and I love it. I went to college. Originally I wanted to write novels, and on the side I still tinker away with novels, but that's originally what I went to, like that was my major, was creative writing. And then kind of halfway through I realized that's not what I wanted my salary to come from. Kind of trying to write books as a job sucked the joy out of it, so I kind of switched and became more about like brand writing, commercial writing, media communications writing, because my passion is writing. I love using words to make people feel things, experience things, reflect things. I just am obsessed with the mastery of words, of copy. So my official title is I'm a creative copywriter. So the way I explain it is, for my company, if it has words on it, I do it. So I have a deep love for email, like email copywriting. I do email newsletters, sales emails, sales sequences, stuff like that. Or I also do social media. I also do ads on social media or Google, or like just all that, any kind of ad. Website, when you go to a website and you read what's on it, I'd be the one writing it. So stuff like that. So I work for a marketing agency. We are remote, so I work from home, which allows me to pursue YouTube and to start a channel. So right now I'm filming after work, but often I will film like during my lunch hour. So instead of, eating lunch, I'll do my makeup and film a video. So I'm really, really tennis courts nearby, and I really enjoy playing tennis. We actually have a friend group. They all play tennis, and that's really cool. So I do that. I also, like, go to the beach. That, like, I feel like that's so cliche. I do those things. I love spending time focusing on me, if you can consider that a hobby, like exercising, making yummy food, going on walks, just, health stuff, binge watching shows. That's definitely a hobby. I'm like a chronic rewatcher. When I watch a new show and I love it, the thing I look most forward to is finishing it. So 3 months later, I can rewatch it again. I get a lot of joy, y'all, from rewatching shows. And that's actually one of the questions of what shows I watch. So I'll get to that. What are you most passionate about? I have to think about this. I think that I am really passionate about creating a space that I'm obsessed with, that I want to spend all of my time in, and I do. I work from home, so like, if I didn't love my space, working from home would not be as enjoyable. So I really, really love creating a space that brings joy, that is calm, that makes me feel inspired, makes me feel motivated. That's definitely something I'm passionate about. I'm also just passionate about creating a life in general that brings me happiness. I really try very hard to make decisions based on what will bring, me joy, others around me joy, what will bring happiness. I really try to keep out anything that's going to bring me stress, unhappiness, stuff like that. And that takes energy, guys. You have to be passionate about creating happiness, unless you're really, really lucky, which is awesome. Happiness doesn't usually just magically come. I feel like my partner and I have worked really hard to create a fulfilling life. So it's got to be something you're passionate about, so you work at that every day. And that does start with loving yourself. I'm also very, very passionate about loving yourself. I feel like I could talk forever about that. There's other things I'm very passionate about. Obviously, family, spending time with friends, traveling, and just new experiences in general. Keeping life spicy. I love saying that, keeping life spicy. Okay. What is something you're proud of accomplishing? I really, really loved this question. Something work-wise is, about a year ago, we wanted to build up an email list, like for our company, like a subscription, like people subscribe to receive our emails, and we started at 0, and I got us up so far to about 5,000 subscribers, and that's really hard, guys. It's not easy. Like, I feel like it's almost easier to get someone to subscribe to your YouTube channel than it is to get them to subscribe to like an email list. Now again, this has nothing to do with YouTube, this is our company, but it's really hard. You gotta convince them, you gotta offer them things. So I put in a lot of work, a lot of hours to get to this point, and I'm really proud of that. And I send them weekly emails, and I get responses, and people are enjoying what I'm creating, and I'm really proud of that. Personally, I think I've done a better job recently of communicating, specifically with my parents. We have a great relationship, but I'm not the best. I don't text them, I don't reach out. Like, I see them in person, but I don't throughout the week reach out. And recently I've made more of an effort to communicate more regularly with them. So that's just something I guess obviously you need to stay within your means and you need to budget appropriately, but it's good to get things you love and put them into your space. That motorcycle is so annoying. So I think generally my apartment has been my best investment. The worst is that couch. You can like see the edge of it. That couch, I hate that couch. It's comfortable, but the material soaks up your heat, and it's like a little furnace. I get hot all the time on that couch, and I wish I would have thought about it's like this. It's not velvet. It's like a thick cotton. I'm not really sure. A suede maybe. And I cannot stand it. So that's definitely my worst investment. Another one, I don't know worst, but I could have done better. A year ago I leased a new car, and I wish I picked a different one. I think I got a good deal for it, but I wish I would have just gone for a more not energy efficient, fuel efficient car. I feel like I'm spending a lot of money on gas, and I wish I would have gotten a car that had a bigger tank and better mileage. So that's a regret or a bad investment I have, I guess. Okay. What kind of TV shows do you like? And then, have you watched any shows or movies on Netflix recently that you've enjoyed? So I'll do like category first. I love fantasy, I love anime, and I love romantic period dramas. Those are like my three categories. I either like things in a time that has already happened, or things that could never happen in real life, like a true type of escapism. I do not like documentaries. I don't like serial killer dramas. I don't like anything that feels too real life. I also don't like sitcoms. I really love things that keeps my mind really engaged, like when it comes to TV shows. Let's see, watched recently, I'll do some Netflix first. I recently finished Peaky Blinders, and loved it. I really, really loved it. Something about it was strangely comforting, even though it's very violent and gruesome and sad and dark, but I really liked it. Obviously, as we all know, the beginning is really good. The ending, the last seasons are not as good as the beginning seasons. I still think it's worth the watch. So I finished that one. What else? I finished the new season of Love is Blind. That's like the one reality type show I watch. I don't watch The Bachelor, The Bachelorette, Too Hot to Handle. Like, that stuff is just not my jam. But I do watch Love is Blind. Oh, okay. Games type stuff. I recently watched the new revamping of The Mole, M-O-L-E. It's on Netflix. Y'all, it's like real life escape rooms in the real world. Now that's engaging because it's like a mystery, a puzzle you need to solve. That show is really good. If you're into anime, I finally finished the Seven Deadly Sins. I know. Whatever. If you're into anime, you'll know. If you're not, you can ignore that. I had seen the first 4 seasons multiple times, and I finally finished it. The 5th season that's on Netflix. Outside of Netflix, I'm watching Andor, the Star Wars series on Disney Plus, and I think it's one of the best things that has been put out underneath the Disney umbrella when it comes to Star Wars. It's like as good as Rogue One. Andor is so good. It's like adult Star Wars. It's great. What else? I also finished House of Dragon, which was really, really good on HBO. I started Blackbird with Taron Egerton, and he's fantastic. I'm like 3 episodes in, and it's really good. What else? Guys, I feel like I could do a whole video on TV shows. books are better. I mean, they're bigger, they're more, you get more. It's the original, like, there's no contest. When it comes to what I enjoy the movies more because they're easier to rewatch. Like, I can have the movies on while I'm cleaning, cooking, doing work, editing, whatever, and I can enjoy them. But to enjoy the books, it's a big commitment, you know, to like sit down and reread them all, which is amazing to do when you have the time. But when you don't, it's movies. So if we're considering what I enjoy more, it's movies because I can enjoy them more often. Okay, I love that question. I also love this one. What is your favorite song on the new Taylor Swift album? Anti-Hero. Lavender Haze. Snow on the Beach. Would've, could've, should've. Question. Yeah, multiple. Number one is Anti-Hero. The lyrics, amazing. I love how she's like roasting herself. I love that one. I really love the album. Okay, do you wear high heels? What's your favorite brand? So, I do not really wear high heels. I used to. I don't anymore. When I did, like if we're talking high school, college, Guess has some bad heels. Really good. If we're talking like corporate work, company office floor, Aldo, ALDO. I bought one pair of nude heels when I had my first job out of college, which is like in an office, a real office, and to this day the heels still look amazing, and they're just classic. They're good heels. So there's my take on that. What's your zodiac sign? I am a Sagittarius. Definitely where my love of traveling and spontaneity comes from. I don't know, I take like 50% stock in it. You know what I mean? I definitely believe in it. Definitely know there's value and truth and all that. But I am not like all in it, if that makes sense. I definitely think about the 60%. I feel like I fit with Sagittarius. My mom and my aunt, her sister, are both Sagittariuses as well. We're just a big Sagittarius family. What's your biggest fear? Quick trigger warning. If talking about death, I'm gonna make it quick, but if talking about death is triggering for you, just skip like ahead like a minute or so. Okay. My biggest fear is watching someone I know die in front of me. Like, something happens where I'm there. You know, it's that obviously you want to be there for your loved ones, but that is a fear of mine, is having to watch it, and that just sounds horrific and traumatizing and something I wish I never have to do. So I don't want to talk too much about that. My biggest pet peeve, people who aren't patient. Like, where you gotta go so fast. Like, what's so important that you have to be aggressive with someone in the line ahead of you? Like just people who just can't be patient. Like, show kindness. Like, I don't know. I was in a line for pizza, and the family in front of me spoke Spanish, and the cashier didn't, so it took them a while to order, and the lady behind me scoffed, looked at me, and was like, "Can you believe this?" And I looked her dead in the eye and was like, "What's so important? Where you gotta be? Like, what's the rush?" Like, I was like, "I don't care." Like, and she could not believe that I wasn't annoyed like she was. A Karen. But that's my biggest pet peeve. People who just can't be just patient for just a couple of minutes. It drives me nuts. Okay. What 3 superpowers would you choose to have? Flying, teleportation. What's the third? A really, really fast metabolism. I don't know if this is considered a superpower, but it's on my list. Okay, now we're moving on to wedding fiancé stuff, and this is the last category of questions for this video today. So, how did you meet your fiancé? So, I actually met my fiancé through my best friend, who is my maid of honor. She and I met when we were 4 years old, but like we never went to the same schools. We just always were at different schools. So it was right before our senior year of high school, and she decided to throw a party, like low-key at the house, not like a party, like a get-together, whatever, where she was gonna introduce her like home friends, me and some other girls, and her like school friends. And he was one of her school friends, and we met, and 2 weeks later we didn't even know each other. We were dating. We said I love you after like 14 days, and it's been 9.5 years and we're still together. Yeah, I know, it's one of those romantic cliche out of movie type stories. That's just how it happened. From day one, he was amazing, he was kind, he was warm. He definitely, due to certain circumstances, he had to grow up really quickly, and while I hate that for him, it benefited our relationship because he was not like other 17-year-olds. He was way more mature and knew how to treat women properly, knew how to love properly, was confident, was secure, all that. So a lot of those toxic things you experience in high school relationships, we didn't have. That being said, we put in a lot of work. It wasn't just magic all the time. We actually long distance dated for 4 years. Never broke up once, never took a break. Like, we stuck it out and made it work. And now we're just reaping the benefits of 9 years of really hard work. Really hard work, guys. It took a lot. So that's how we met. So I love that we met through my best friend. I love it so much. Okay, I had someone ask about my ring, my engagement ring, about how did I decide on the style and how did we finance for it. So I did not. So my fiance, the ball was in his court. He picked this out, his choice. I had no idea. I didn't send pictures. Like, this might come as a surprise, but I was not one of those girls that like had any plans, had any ideas for my wedding. It's just not something I thought about. So it wasn't like I sent him specifications. That just wasn't me. I just knew when he was ready, he would buy the ring and ask, I've always prided myself on being happy where I'm at. So I was just enjoying our relationship to the fullest. And he proposed, and then that was amazing too. So this was all him. I love it. I love it because it's beautiful, and I love it because he chose it, So fully his choice. I had nothing to do with it. Same for the financing. Now again, it's not like, we've been together for 9 years, so I'm assuming over the past couple years, we graduated from college 4 years ago, 3 years ago, so it's been a couple years that we've had substantial corporate jobs. So I'm sure he saved up and all that. So I did not have a hand in financing or picking it out. And yeah, that's just my story for that. Let's see. How is wedding planning going? It's going good. We got a day of planner that was recommended 8 dresses I was in love with, and I couldn't find one I loved more than the others until I finally did. It was a long call, guys. It was rough. Colors, theme, venue were other questions. So yes to all. Venue, yes, it's outdoors. It's very natural. It's lush. It's a little rustic, and it's like a garden. It feels like a garden. So I'm calling it an evening of love in the garden. So corny. I don't care. Colors, there's going to be a lot of greenery, so a lot of natural green colors, and then the bridesmaid dresses are like a very mauvey rose, like a desert copper rose, very dark, very not dark, but like not light pink. It's like a dark light pink. I don't know how to describe it, but it's very mature and sexy. Yeah, and then like other colors, it's basically gonna be a lot of reds, whites, and pinks. But elegant, very elegant layout. Let's see. Okay, final question. I didn't even realize we're on the final question. Are you taking a honeymoon? If so, where? We are, but we both decided early on we're not going to worry about it until after the wedding. It was just too much. Neither of us cared about having it right after, so we might do it 4 to 5 months after the wedding, which is totally fine with me. And then that's just like a new exciting thing to plan. Also, it's not as much of a stress on our finances because we have like a couple of months to like recoup. So as for where, we have not decided. All we know is tropical. It's gonna be tropical, somewhere tropical. So I'll keep you posted about that. Okay, I don't even know how long this video is. I feel like it's like dark outside. I've been talking forever. I need more coffee, even though it's like late at this point. Oh well, not gonna sleep tonight. But I hope you enjoyed. I'm pretty sure I got every question. If I missed one, I am very sorry. Leave it in the comments below and I will answer you. And if you enjoyed this and want another sometime soon, let me know.